Summary of events for the city of Damascus and its countryside for Wednesday, April the 17th. The number of martyrs today reached 70 so far, among them 9 women and 7 children, distributed as 28 in Damascus and its countryside, 27 in Homs, most of them in the eastern Buwaida, 5 in Deir ez-Zor, 5 in Dar'a, 3 in Idlib and 2 in Halab. As for the field news, and starting from inside the capital, regime forces blocked Bab Touma Square after heavy shooting that caused several injuries, among them a woman who is in a dangerous condition. While 10 four-wheel drives full of security were seen opposite MTN Center in Masakin برزة, as they set raids in the alleys behind Nasr al-Sham shop and around Umran Foundation. Security also set raids in الحارة-الجديدة ركن الدين, and security spread heavily in الجبة area كوع الدخان, as they set a temporary barrier to inspect cars and passing people and viewing their IDs, holding lists of wanted activists' names according to eyewitnesses. As for the southern neighborhoods, Al-Hajar al-Aswad and Al-Yarmouk camp were both exposed to fierce cannon bombing, as 2 shells hit Al-Yarmouk street between Al-Rija Square and the bridge, which led to injuries among civilians while entering and exiting the camp. Another shell had fallen on the roof of a residential building in Al-Midan near Al-Haqla Cemetery and Marina Barrier, followed that random shelling by security at the barrier, while security with a Toyota centralized in the area, inspecting passing by people by asking for their IDs and irritating them. To the countryside, the city of Douma in the eastern Ghouta was fiercely bombed with mortars and rocket launchers, which led to a number of injuries, while Zamalka was exposed to fierce bombing with the heavy artillery set on Qasyum Mountain, causing huge destruction in residential buildings and many injuries. Coincided with cannon bombing on the areas around Arbin, while Al-Nashabiyya, Al-Bahariya and Khan al-Sheikh were exposed to fierce bombing with rocket launchers, as Jober was bombed with heavy artillery since the morning, and smoke was seen rising from there. The city of Dar'a was bombed with rockets, tanks and heavy artillery from the barracks and the barriers surrounding the city, that caused huge destruction in properties, as a new military convoy came through the southern orbital road consisting of 17 loaders carrying 9 tanks and 8 B&B carts with security, with a number of ambulance vehicles, pickups and buses for transporting soldiers. Al-Mu'addamiyya was bombed with cannons by the 4th Brigade, as a number of mortars hit the residential neighborhoods. The inhabitants found 2 bodies of anonymous identities in Al-Arba'in highway, who were executed and thrown by the public committees near the barriers supported by the 4th Brigade and the Aerial Information Security. And 3 children died in Ad-Darbakhiyya town because of the shelling that hit its houses, named Mu'ad Abu Daghle and 2 children from Jarade family. Activists noticed military movements on the highway from the area of Jdeet al-Fadl since the morning, as the tanks centralized at Al-Fa'ur entrance moved to break into the city, under heavy shooting by regime forces and shelling by tanks' cannons, coincided with power cuts in the area and security spread at its entrances. Followed that raids into houses and arrests of many young men in Al-Mawali neighborhood who are of 18 years old and more, with a number of women, and the detained were led towards the Troop 100. Shooting occurred from Al-Bahra barrier, while thick black smoke billowed from Al-Mawali neighborhood, caused by the burning of houses due to the heavy shelling, which led to the death of 9 and the injury of more than 25. Al-Kiswa was fiercely bombed with mortars and heavy artillery, as several people got wounded and some houses destroyed in Al-Qisa town because of the heavy shelling with mortars and tanks. And in Al-Qutayfa, a Scud rocket was launched from the Troop 155 towards the north.